So, we are drawn to this old man. Swamiji went to Advaita Ashram. Mayavati has made a rule. Should not keep any photograph of Sri Ram Krishna, any god and goddesses. Advaita Ashrama. No worship should be there, nothing of that sort. But when there I saw photo Sri Ram Krishna is kept there. This old man has come here also. So, Ishtanishta concept is more expressly in us. So, very name of Sri Ram Krishna.
The name of Shravana.
Yes. First I thought I will sing on Krishna today. Last week I sang on Sri Ram Krishna. But when I started,
Not the starting itself was so nice, no? Meditation.
that is Dhyana Sloka actually. It is tuned Dhyana Sloka. So Hridaya Kamala Madhye Rajitam Nirvikalpam Sat Asat Akila Vedatitam Ekaswarupam Prakriti Vikruti Shunyam Nityam Anandamurti. So Vimala Paramahamsam Ramakrishnam Vajamaha. So Hridaya Kamala Madhye. So where exactly Sri Ramakrishna resides? Hridaya Kamala. Hridaya Kamala Madhye. It's a very concept meditation. So many will concentrate here, they concentrate here, they concentrate here, and all that. So Lord resides only in the heart, not anywhere else. So Hridaya Kamal, that lotus, 1,000 petal lotus, 8 petals lotus. So the Lord is seated. So many think it is the side, the physical heart, it's not biological heart, a spiritual heart. So that is the center here of the chakra. One chakra is here. So that is where Sri Ramakrishna, the Lord, resides. So Gita of Krishna says very clearly, Ishvaraha sarva bhutana hrideshe. So even in the Kathopanishad, Angushtamatra Purusha. Size of the Angushtamatra Purusha. Angushta is this. Thumb. Angushtamatra Purusha Antaratma Sada Janana Hridaye Sannimishta. Clearly. But it's the form of light. So that the shape is like that. Thumb. So Angushtamatra Purusha Antaratma. So that Atma Sada Jananam Hridaye Sannimishta. Say Hridaya Kamala Madhye Rajitam. It's shining. It's effulgent form. It's effulgent. Rajitam. Nirvikalpa. So there is no vikalpa in it. So no modification. Sat, Asat, Akila, Veda, Atitam, Ekaswarup. What does it mean? Sat, Asat, Akila, Veda, Atitam, Ekaswarup. How do you explain it? Sat, Asat, Akila, Veda, Atitam. So what is Sat and what is Asat? Why he says Vedaditam Ekaswarup?
Asat is called because that is not seen. Sat is
Sat is permanent.
Sat is effective. Asat is cause. cause and effect, beyond cause and effect.
No, but why Asat will be cause?
No.
God only
so
will
many,
be cause.
so many meanings are there, but a certain one. But
He is
then-
beyond the discrimination of this permanent and impermanent, transient one.
So, Sat and Asat, where Sat exists, Asat also exists. So, it's beyond that.
Beyond that.
Sat Asat Akila Bhedatita. So, when you come to a lower level of truth, you see all the Bheda. When you go, see, when you are traveling in a car, you see buildings, bigger buildings, smaller buildings, you travel in a plane, a height to reach. Whether the ant or the building or that looks almost same. It's 500 feet building, 100-story building, 10-story building on that, you don't feel the difference. It's a height. So you go to a stage,
Beyond that.
Atita, beyond. Both are true. The level which you see here is also fact, and go beyond that also is the fact. So Vedaditam Eka Swarupam. So lower truth and higher truth. Prakriti Vikriti Shunyam. Nityam Anandam. So Prakriti Vikriti. Realities. So Nityam Anandamurti. It's always peaceful. Personification of Ananda is Nityam Anandamurti. But the one aspect of Sri Ramakrishna which appeals us so much. Nityam Anandamurti. Whenever you see him, always in joy, bliss. The throat cancer, last days, how much Ramya would have, he can't eat anything, he can't swallow anything. But Ananda, this Ananda. He says in this body there are two. Divine Mother, who has broken the leg, and so he is.
Devotee.
How will you understand? There are two people in this. Then he says, to whom tell I all these things, who will understand? Exactly, who will understand? And these two are there. One is the Divine Mother, and is a devotee. So who has broken the hand is a devotee only. So how will you understand that? Difficult to understand. Two are in this body. Divine Mother and only that we can understand. Divine Mother only is present. The two are there. Divine Mother and devotee both are there. So how do you understand?
When he has taken the body, that is also true, and that he is divinity itself, that is also true. Both divinity and mortal body he has accepted for benefit of the world. So both are true.
So I have got the homework. Think. So how we can understand?
But he himself
says,
that
who will understand all these things? To whom shall I tell?
so homework is actually who will understand. Who won't understand. No, but he himself
At least who can tell?
who can tell? But he himself tells that when God takes the form of a human being, then he has to go through all these
Yes.
troubles and all. So his hand is broken.
So no homework to do.
No time for doing homework. So whenever he was in Guru Bhav or Samadhi, that time he was full divinity. But when he was feeling the pain and all that, this Manushi Rupa is more predominant that time.
Yes.
Gives up bhakti.
That is the divine aspect, the human aspect. So when this Guru Bhava, so this divine aspect is predominant in him. That time you ask what phone you want to ask. That state. So identifies with the Divine Mother. And here, same. That is the Guru Bhava. So that time, this Bhava is not there. I don't know anything, my mother knows everything, I am the mother child. That Bhava is not at all there. Completely, that it has disappeared. So has become one with this Bhava. I am the Jagan Mata. I am God.
Like in Kali Puja day, he showed the Badabhai. Is that a full divinity?
Full. Blessing them, giving them all the experiences. At time, Guru Bhava is predominant. That's why I say Divine Mother is present. At times, the human aspect is very much predominant. So he's going to meet who is with it? So he's becoming nervous. So whether button or not, he's very conscious about Vidyasagar.
What will he think?
What will he think? So all the time, the human aspect is predominant. That's a human being behaves, just like a human being, any other human being. Suddenly, this bhava changes in no time. He slips into Guru Bhava. So this time when this human aspect is very predominant, that is the devotee, bhakta. So I don't know anything, my mother knows everything. So these are very common with you. They coexist without any conflict. The divine aspect or human aspect. So homely with both. The human aspect, perfectly human aspect only. That is completely forgotten. Divine aspect is not at all there. Fully human aspect is present. Just human being only behaves. And again divine aspect. This is forgotten, this is not there, that only is present. So that way we can explain it. Human aspect and divine aspect.
And in his sadhana time, even mother asks him to be on the threshold, no bhava mukha. So he was free in both sides. Both were natural to him.